first of its kind for Apple in regards to this topic, but they announced layoffs today. I know it's surprising. Dun dun dun. They have been holding out, while other tech companies such as Amazon, Facebook, Meta, Google, Microsoft have been laying off 27,000, 21,000, 10,000, and 12,000 respectively. Apple's kind of held out. Now, it's not really, it has an asterisk to it, or a side note, because while they weren't specific in detail as far as numbers, now you could figure out the numbers. They said they're going to lay off 3% of its workforce. Now, these are not people in the building that are actually in the iCloud team. These are not the people that are developing the iPhone 15 in the design room. These are actual retail layoffs. So in Apple stores. So if you have an issue with your iPhone and you go to an Apple store, it's those people, the hardworking employees that deal with the most headache, that deal with the most pressure, because not only do they have sales pressure, they got to deal with angry and upset customers all day. So I really feel for these employees that are getting laid off. They're actual employees, Apple employees. Now, the reason they said, now you can find out the number by 3% of, I'm sure the numbers are out there, of Apple retail, number of Apple retail employees, whatever. I'm sure it's in thousands, probably 7 to 10,000, something like that, whatever, what have you. But the thing that gets me is, I think it all goes back to inflation. The reason they gave the announcement for the layoffs is to offset the rising costs in operating costs for the retail locations, meaning maintenance, rising costs in maintenance and janitorial costs that have been rising over this past year or so. So they're basically the richest, or not richest, the most valuable company in the world, right? I don't know what the number is, but I think they're somewhere over $2 trillion. And now I'm sure their expenses are sky high. They have a ton of retail locations. They have a lot of high costs, energy, maintenance. That's what they're saying is the reason for the layoffs. But it all comes back to the most valuable company in the world. Yes, they have a bottom line, and they have shareholders, and they have a board that is looking at all these numbers, and it's imperative for them to turn a profit every quarter, every year, every fiscal year. But it's Apple. It's not like it's a fringe company that's struggling to maintain. This is the most popular technology company in the world. It's not like they could not hold on to their employees. I'm sure it's a very tough decision. It affects a lot of people, but you're seeing it across the board with Google. Now, what makes this a little different with the Apple situation is that with most of the other tech companies, Google doesn't have retail locations. Amazon doesn't have retail locations. They have warehouses, obviously, Amazon Prime, package stuff up, some drivers, what have you. Google has been laying off inside the corporate world, as far as inside the office, developers, admins, stuff like that. So that's what makes this a little different, is it's actually retail employees. Now, it's ironic because as of I want to say just a couple months ago, I saw a ton of ads for Apple Jobs. It's not a employment agency. Apple hiring for retail locations here in San Antonio, Texas. You know what? Hang on, I'll try to make this really quick. I could have sworn I saw Apple opening Apple. Now, it may be for a manager. You know, it's probably for a must-have position, manager, a position of importance. Apple said they're trying to streamline their, quote-unquote, streamline their efficiency. So it basically comes down to trimming the fat on your expenses. It comes down to even your household, right? Just looking at what you spend money on every day, every week, every month, every year, and just seeing what you can cut and still be okay to maximize your the money that you bring in. So that's basically what Apple said that they're doing. I just wanted to make sure, because I'm sure if they did, they probably took them down now. Apple Jobs, San Antonio. Let's see what they have. Apple support specialist, full-time, part-time, temporary. It is by Apple. It's not by a agency. So they do have a couple of spots open. I see one job hiring for a manager, and support, which I'm assuming is over the phone, and a specialist of some sort, part-time, full-time, and temporary. Ooh, at $28 an hour. Wow, that I see why they are cutting the jobs. That they're paying a lot. Let me see what that entails. Hang on, I'm sorry. This is pretty interesting. So what does a specialist do for $28 an hour? Ability to deliver great customer service, strong interest in technology, particularly Apple products. I wonder how they would, what they would do if I applied for the job and I have, Pixel and Samsung phones. Can I claim discrimination if I don't get hired? Let's see. As a specialist, you will help create energy and excitement around Apple products. And you will support your store team members, match customers' needs with right products. So it really doesn't give you a good breakdown. It sounds like you're basically just a person, a greeter, kind of like just a generalized, what do you need done? What do you need? And then I'll direct you to, a new phone or sales, or direct you to technical issues, repair. So who knows? I mean, it does suck for those people that are losing their jobs. It said it was in America or US only, so I'm not sure. Intel has cut a huge amount of jobs. They lost a lot of money this year, but that's due to obvious reasons. Not that many people are buying new computers. I bought a Chromebook, and it's awesome, and I don't particularly like Chromebooks. But long story short, I'm going to end this video, but I'm going to link the story, my source, in the description of this video. And if any of y'all out there, I put a community post last night up for y'all, any of the viewers. Hang on. I put a community post yesterday or last night. It was like 4 a.m, so I'm sure not that many people saw it, but I may do another one. But just to let y'all know, if anybody wants to do, I'm considering doing a for YouTube creators, you can do podcasts now, audio podcasts through YouTube. So it'll be a video of it up, but it'll also be put out as a audio podcast. YouTube is now transitioning not from video to audio, but they're obviously keeping the video part, but they're just adding a audio part and labeling it podcast. So I was wondering if any of the subscribers would like to do. Hang on. I was wondering if any of the subscribers, maybe once a week, try to be on a set schedule, maybe every Sunday afternoon at 3, or Friday afternoon at 2, maybe do like a live stream together with some of y'all that would like to hit on some of the tech topics throughout the week. I can even, if anybody wants to participate, I could even get a little rundown as far as like the top 2 or 3, 4 tech topics that week. And then I can obviously email it or send it to you, and then we can talk about it. I can create a live stream, and then I can send you the link, and we'll be on a live stream on YouTube, and then I'll label it internally as a podcast, so it'll not only be on video but also be audio as well. So if any of y'all are interested, let me know. My contact information should be up on YouTube as far as how to get a hold of me. I think there's email and Telegram I use. So if anybody's interested, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to start a little weekly podcast or something as far as the tech world goes. And it would be live streamed, and you wouldn't be required to join me every single week. But if I can get a couple of people once a week, or a person this week and somebody else the other week, that'd be fine too. So even if you just want to come on once, that would be perfectly fine. Just looking, to get a little weekly scheduled live stream / video podcast going. So if you're interested, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to get something going. I don't want to take too much time on it. I'm busy, as I'm sure you are. Obviously, it wouldn't be paid as of now. If it gets real big, yeah, we'll definitely do that. The channel just got monetized, so the sky's the limit, really. If anybody wants to join in, I'm not getting paid anything now. I think I just got like $10 deposited, so we're not striking it rich here on this channel yet. But if you want to join me for a talk, we can definitely do that. So if you're interested, please reach out and let me know, or hit me up in the comments or something. But we'll do that. So appreciate it, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.